Hey book readers, finding opportunities to read throughout the day can be a challenge. Whether you have small pockets of time where it doesn't feel worth it, or big pockets of time where you feel pulled to do something else, or maybe you don't have pockets at all because that's just the way you wear your clothes. Today I'm sharing 6 ways to spend more time reading. My first tip is establish a routine. Do you read as soon as you wake up or right before you go to bed? Like anything, you need to do it over and over and over again until it just becomes part of your day. So pick a time or times of day and stick to it. I read during my lunch break at work for 12 years. I'd have baby carrots in hand, not socializing with any of my coworkers. You gotta have priorities, right? Even if you squeeze in 15 minutes of time daily, that's a ton of reading over the course of time. My second tip is set a reading goal. What's a reasonable amount of pages you could read each day, each week, each month? For the extra ambitious readers, think about the longer term. For instance, is there a certain number of books that you want to read this year? Whatever number or numbers you decide on, it'll help keep you motivated and make sure that you're on track. One word of advice though, make sure it's achievable. It's a bummer not coming close to your goal. You may get discouraged and even quit trying to read if you do that. So set the bar low, 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 like Katniss did with PETA. I mean, come on, he's a baker's son from District 12. You're better than that, Katniss. My third suggestion is that you join a book club. Fear, shame, and guilt are powerful motivators, especially if you're a people pleaser like me. But sharing what you're reading with others isn't just a good way to add to your page tally, it's a fun way to socialize too. I recently joined a book club at my local library which has no assigned reading, and it's just a dream come true because I've always dreaded reading something that I wasn't all that interested in. Now I can bask in people saying, "Oh, that sounds interesting," and I can nod my head and say, yes, yes it is, yes it really is. Bonus, you might hear from other readers about cool books that wouldn't have been on your radar otherwise. And that feeds into my next point. Read what you love or don't. If you want to stay in your book lane, by all means, go for it. No judgment here. But it's also fun to challenge yourself by branching out into new genres. I've seen both of these tactics work. I'm known as Mr. Sci-Fi and Fantasy by my city's librarian, but I don't want to get pigeonholed into a genre or two. So I try to read probably 2/3 fiction, 1/3 nonfiction. That's a good ratio that I shoot for. Self-help biographies and other nonfiction books provide practical advice and inspiring real-life stories that can really hook me if it's on the right topic. As far as challenges go, something I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and read my parents' favorite books. A couple of them are books that I've either read and didn't like, or they're in a genre that I'm not really into, like mysteries. But I'm excited. It'll help me get to know my parents better in a new, different way, and it'd be fun to talk to them about the books that they love and what I thought of them. My next tip is listen to audiobooks. Yes, some people aren't fans of audiobooks, I get it, but it's something you can do while walking around your neighborhood or commuting to work or doing chores like laundry, dishes, mowing the yard, scooping your cat's poops, picking up your dog's poop, changing your kid's poopy diapers, really just anything related to poop. And my final tip is to put your phone in another room. It's tough, I get it. I feel naked without my phone in my pocket. But this lets you focus on what you're reading without constant distractions or the temptation to distract yourself. I've even spoiled books for myself before by looking at reviews on Goodreads before even finishing the book. Not sure what I was thinking there, but it could have been avoided if I had had my phone nestled cozily in my pocket just waiting for me to bring it to life with a few taps, swipes, and clicks. There you have it. 6 ways to read more every day. Happy reading!